All right, so this went down Christmas Eve, 2019, middle of nowhere, Indiana. Like legit nowhere. Cornfields, Dollar Generals, random gas stations, and that's it. I was 17, my little sister Emma was 10. First Christmas without my dad. He'd gone off an icy overpass in March. Truck flipped, black ice, whole 9 yards. Felt like winter showed up too early and just never left. Mom picked up a night shift at the hospital. My stepdad, Mike, had the overnight at the gas station off 31. Game plan was they'd roll in around 1 a.m. We'd do early presents, act like everything was chill, and we weren't all low-key wrecked. Mom copes by going full psycho with decorations. No joke. House was Christmas bombed. Half-dead inflatable snowman face-planted in the front yard. Walmart lights drooping off the gutters like they were tired of living. Fake garlands on every surface. Inside, tree was loaded down with every ugly ornament we'd ever made. On top, the same busted porcelain angel that I dropped when I was like 8. Little crack across her face. She still puts it up every year, like she's daring the universe to try her. Newest toy in the house was Mike's obsession. A Ring doorbell he installed around Halloween after some kids egged us. Dude kept tapping the camera like it was a cop badge, going, "Now we got receipts, kiddo." Outside, the snow wasn't movie pretty. It was that wet, heavy stuff that hits like slush and turns the whole street into an ice rink. Every car that crawled by sounded like it had chains on, even if it didn't. Inside, though, it was cozy, heater humming, tree lights blinking, oven smell still hanging around from earlier cookies. Emma and I were on the couch, watching Home Alone on Netflix, because that's like a law on Christmas Eve. She'd set out cookies for Santa and was pretending it was a joke, but her eyes kept flicking to the plate. "Just in case, right?" she said. Like, just in case he's real. Around 5:30 p.m., my phone buzzed with a call from a number I didn't know. Local area code. Normally, I'd let that go straight to voicemail. But I was bored between commercials, so I swiped. "Hello?" I said. For a second, all I got was this muffled hiss, like someone had their hand over the mic. Then a voice came through. "You kids ready? He knows when you're sleeping." The way he said it was wrong. Not jolly, not some goofy old man Santa bit. Just flat. Like reading from a script he didn't care about. "Who is this?" I asked, trying to sound more annoyed than freaked. There was this tiny pause, like he was deciding. Then the same line again, slower. "He knows when you're sleeping." No improv, no laugh, just dead air around the words. I hung up. I'm not volunteering to be the dumb teen in a horror movie, you know? Emma glanced over. "Spam?" she asked. "Telemarketer," I said, tossing it off. My phone buzzed again right away. A text from that same number. 26 minutes. That was it. Just those 2 words. I rolled my eyes, blocked the number, and chucked my phone on the cushion. People are weird, I muttered, mostly to myself. By 8:30, the sky had gone that deep blue-black where the snow sort of glows under the streetlights. We were halfway into another movie when the lights in the house dipped hard. TV cut out for a second. Fridge made a dying robot noise. Then everything snapped back. Emma groaned. If the power goes out, Santa's GPS is gonna die, she said. I stood up and went to the front window, pretending I was just checking the weather. The street looked smeared by snow, orange light bleeding into the dark. That's when my phone chimed from the coffee table. I picked it up and saw the Ring notification banner. Motion detected at your front door. Normal alert, same as when the mailman walked up or a raccoon got nosy. I tapped it, expecting a snowdrift or a neighbor's cat. Instead, the live feed opened on a man standing on our porch with his back to the camera. Red suit, white trim, Santa hat. He was too tall, taller than Mike, easy, and the suit hung off him like it was made for somebody wider. The white fur around the collar was gray and matted, like it had seen some things. No coat over it, no gloves, just standing there, staring slightly off to one side. Not ringing, not knocking, like he'd already been let in somewhere. Who is it? Emma asked, coming up next to me. Wrong address, I said automatically, thumbing the volume down on my own fight or flight. On the live view, he didn't move at all. Just that red back, snow hitting his shoulders and sliding off. Then my phone made a tone I had never heard. A soft chime, not the usual ring-dee. Who is it? Emma asked, coming up next to me. Wrong address, I said automatically, thumbing the volume down on my own fight or flight. On the live view, he didn't move at all. Just that red back, snow hitting his shoulders and sliding off. Then my phone made a tone I had never heard. A soft chime, not the usual ring-ding. A banner slid down. Visitor left a message. Tap to listen. That didn't make sense. Mike had ranted about not paying for Ring subscription. We only had motion alerts. No cloud saving. No recorded clips. Definitely no voicemail. My thumb felt slick against the screen as I tapped play. At first, all I heard was static. Real old-school TV fuzz. Under that, buried deep, came a broken-up voice. Then, teen, 34, 26 minutes. It sounded like someone reading times or numbers from far away. Behind it, super faint, I heard what could have been jingle bells, but slow and wrong, like they were underwater. Then, right up against the mic, close enough that I could hear spit on breath, a whisper, "Let me in." I yanked the phone away from my ear. "What?" Emma said. "What is it?" I flicked back to the live view. The porch was empty. No Santa. No footprints in the new snow. Nothing. Just our dumb, welcome y'all mat and adrift. Glitch, I told her, forcing a laugh. Camera bugged out. By 9, Mom texted that the roads were getting bad and she might be late. At 9:15, Mike said there'd been a wreck on 31 and they were stuck on site. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it, he wrote. I stared at those words, thumb hovering. I wanted to tell him about the guy on the porch. The voicemail that shouldn't exist. The whisper. But I could already hear his, "It's just a glitch, kiddo," lecture. So I lied instead. We're fine. Watching movies. We finished Home Alone, started Elf, and somewhere around 11, Emma tipped over against my shoulder and passed out under a fleece snowman blanket. The house suddenly felt huge and hollow, like the walls were breathing with us, only shadows melting into darkness. At 11 p.m. sharp, the whole house gave a crack so loud, I thought someone had dropped onto the roof. The Christmas lights blinked. Just a hiccup, but enough to make the shadows jump. My phone buzzed again. Mom, saying now it might be closer to 3 a.m. Ice everywhere. Lock up. I texted back, K, love you. The time at the top of my screen read 11:34 p.m. I remember that exact number because right when I hit send, another ring banner dropped down. Motion detected at your front door. My spine went cold. Every horror story ever says don't check the creepy camera, right? But I'm 17, not wise, so of course I tapped it. The live video came up black for a second, then glitched into our porch in choppy frames. Snow is coming down sideways now. The porch light flickered like it was on its last leg. Nobody there, no tracks leading up, no shadow of anyone, just off frame. I almost backed out when my eye caught something off at the top of the screen. The ring timestamp said 12 a.m. But the main clock on my phone in the corner still said 11:34 p.m. Same phone, 2 clocks, different times. Nah, I whispered. The feed flashed gray, then booted me to the event history screen. For the first time ever, there was a solid bar in the timeline. Gray block from 11:34 p.m. to 12 a.m. Labeled, video unavailable, file corrupted. 26 minutes, exactly. My brain did the math before I wanted it to. That first text, 26 min. My heart started racing. I clicked the TV off. The sudden silence rang in my ears. Only the tree lights buzzed and the fridge hummed somewhere down the hall. Why'd you turn it off? Emma mumbled, half awake. Movie's over, I lied. Santa comes early if you go to bed early. That's just science. She squinted at the cable box clock. It says 11:35. The box said 11:35. My phone said 11:35. But on the Ring app, the chunk of time from 11:34 to midnight already existed and was already ruined. Emma dragged her blanket down the hall. As she passed the front door, the knob gave this tiny, deliberate click, like metal on metal. We both froze. "You locked that, right?" Emma whispered. "Yeah," I said, though my voice cracked. "You watched me." I had locked it, deadbolt and chain, earlier when it started getting dark. I tried to sell it. "It's the wind, dude. House just settling." She didn't push it. She went into her room and shut the door. I stood in the hallway, staring at the front door. Deadbolt horizontal, chain hooked, bottom knob twisted to lock. And under all that, from the other side of the wood, I heard it. Slow, steady breathing. In, out. Too loud to be imagination. Too soft to be a joke. I did not look through the peephole. I backed away, went to my room, locked my door, and sat on my bed with my phone like it was a weapon. The house feels paused, like everything's waiting. I pull the Ring app up again, because I'm apparently determined to die stupid. That gray bar from 11:34 to 12 o'clock is still sitting there like a bruise. I tap it. It shouldn't play anything, but my phone tries. Black box, loading wheel, then flash. One single frame pops up. It's our front yard, but the snow's gone. Grass is dead yellow, leaves piled against the porch. Pumpkins on the steps, all soft and sunken. Cheap Halloween gravestones in the yard. Up top, the date stamp doesn't say deck. It says October 31st. I barely register it before the screen blinks back to my home screen. My battery jumps from 72% down to 20% in one shot. Phone gets hot, like sat on a charger for hours hot. I just whisper, "Nope, no ma'am," to nobody, and toss it onto the pillow. Right then, I hear it. At first, I think it's the house creaking again, but this has rhythm. Wait. Thump. Pause. Thump. Slow, heavy footfalls on the hardwood. Coming down the hallway inside the house. I slide off the bed onto the floor. Adrenaline just dumping. Belly crawl to my door, ear pressed to it. The steps get closer. There's this faint little jingle with each one, like metal clips on a belt hitting against fabric. Every horror movie voice in my head is screaming, "Do not open the door." So yeah, I don't. The boots stop right outside my room. My doorknob does a tiny test twist. That's when I remember I locked it, but didn't slide the extra chain Mike installed after the whole Emma almost walked in on him in the bathroom incident. The knob turns another inch. Whoever's there takes a long, slow breath. Then I hear this soft, dead ho, ho, like someone practicing how to say it without knowing what laughing feels like. I slap my hand over my mouth so hard my lip splits. The boots move on, down the hall, toward Emma's room. Panic nukes my common sense. I scramble back for my phone and text her with shaky thumbs. Don't open your door. Don't say anything. Pretend you're asleep. Her reply bubbles pop up instantly. Why is there a Santa in the hall? I nearly pass out. Don't talk to him. Don't move, I fire back. 3 dots appear, disappear. I hear her mattress squeak through the wall. A soft click, her doorknob. I don't remember deciding. I just know 1 second I'm on the floor, the next I'm ripping my door open and jumping into the hall like a moron. Hall's empty. Yellow nightlight making this sad glow on floor. Emma's door closed, her whispering something fast inside. Probably a prayer. Then I look toward the front door and see it. A trail of wet bootprints on the wood. They start dead in the middle of the hallway. Not at the front door. Not by any window. Just there. Big, heavy prints. Like size 12 work boots soaked from snow. They walk toward the front door, not away from it. There's no melted snow around the actual threshold. No wet patch under the mat. Nothing. Just clean floor. Then, BAM! Prints. Deadbolt still locked. Chain still on. Knob still cranked. I whisper, absolutely not, under my breath. My phone buzzes in my hand. Notification. Ring. Live view recorded, 12 o'clock a.m. I glance at the main clock. My phone finally ticks over to 12 o'clock a.m. too. Like time just decided to catch up. I edge to Emma's door. You okay? I whisper. She cracks it open, eyes huge. Something was breathing under my door, she says. It said my name. I grab her hand. Bathroom, I tell her. Now. We sprint, slam the bathroom door, lock it, and both climb into the empty tub with the curtain half open so we can stare at the door. We kill my flashlight, kill her screen light, just the tiniest glow from my phone as I pull the Ring app back up. In history, there's a new event stamped 12 a.m. Live view recorded, 12s. My hands are shaking so bad, I almost miss the play button. The clip opens on our front door, already wide open. Not cracked, all the way. Snow blasting in, little white flecks flying across the "Welcome, y'all" mat. From the doorbell's angle, you can see straight past the doorway into the living room. Tree blinking, TV off, couch empty, hallway a black mouth in the back. For 8 full seconds, nothing moves. Just wind screaming into the mic, and way out on the street, one car creeping by with chains rattling. Then, way back in that dark hallway, a shape steps out. It's tall, too tall. Shoulders off, arms a little too long, like something stretched a person in Photoshop and forgot to fix the proportions. It's wearing a red Santa suit, and a hat tilted way too far back, showing a big, pale forehead. The face is blurred, not like Ring privacy blur, but like it can't pick a face and stick with it. Eyes sliding up, then down. Mouth there, then gone. It takes a step toward the open door. The bells on its belt jingle slow and out of sync, like the audio's lagging behind reality. On the 11th second, it hits the edge of the living room and turns its head straight at the camera. And for one single frame, like if you paused on the exact pixel, you can see through the smear. It's my dad's eyes. Same blue, same tiny squint on the right, staring at us from a body that is not his. Then the front door slams shut so hard, the wreath explodes snow everywhere, and the feed cuts to black. Clip, clip, 12 seconds. That was year one. Since then, every Christmas Eve, 11:34 to 12, something just isn't there on our devices. Timers freeze, cameras skip, files come back hollow. And every December 24th, around lunch, I still get a text from some random local number I don't know. I don't answer calls anymore. I just see the two words pop up. 26 Min. So yeah, do me a favor this year. If you've got a Ring, baby cam, whatever, around 11:30 p.m., yank that thing out of the wall. Don't answer calls talking about Santa. Don't scrub glitchy footage looking for someone you miss. And if you get a text that just says 26 Min, block it. Turn the phone off. Walk away from the door. No matter how familiar the voice sounds when it whispers, "Let me in." Because whatever's wearing that cheap red suit and copying your dead like it's trying on Halloween masks, it's not Santa. And it's not done seeing what it can do with your missing 26 minutes.